It's Michelle here, the founder and CEO of ihelpmoms.com. Well, don't you know it? We were ready to record, we're ready to go live, and there's always something that happens on these very days when we're excited to go live, and we've got kids at home with us, or we've got to pick up at school we weren't expecting, and that is the best part about I Help Moms. We get it. There's no judgment. We're a safe place. We're going to roll with it because that's what moms do. So I want to welcome Rebecca on, and thanks for being an incredible mom and making it on today.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much.
I love it. I love the duo interview. Well, let's get started today. Let's talk a little bit about how do we get our kids to eat nutritious meals?
So I think the most common thing I hear, I've been doing nutrition counseling for about 15 years now, and I have a very holistic practice with the mentality of, it's a whole lifestyle. And the most common thing I hear day to day is really, how do you get kids to eat healthy? How do you feed your kids so healthy? And I really embrace having two healthy children. Of course, they're sick right now, but I have a 5-year-old and a 21-month-old, and really spent tons and tons of time researching and experimenting with my own kids, really incorporating healthy foods into their day-to-day routine. So some things I tell my parents, clients out there, is that it's really, about finding the middle ground. You can't go from feeding them McDonald's to feeding them, veggie burgers, right? So you kind of have to slowly add one new thing. Sweetheart. Go see the TV. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. I've definitely been there.
I'm sorry. I know.
Oh, baby.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I know.
For this. But you add one new thing in and you take one thing out. So I always say, like, for instance, if your kids love eating pancakes, well, there's a way to make a healthier pancake. So, like, I'll throw in zucchini or throw in spinach just to add in a healthy vegetable and find a middle ground. So at least they're getting a vegetable into their morning routine. If your kid, loves bread, let's find a bread that maybe isn't loaded with, white flour and high fructose corn syrup. There's other ones out there. So it's really finding substitutions so that the kids don't feel deprived. And you need 15 times exposure to your taste buds to really say, like, you like or don't like it. So just because they don't like it one time doesn't mean you just give up. You have to keep trying, introducing it in different ways. Like, my kids love, like, different cutters to make the vegetables, different shapes and different patterns, so that they feel like it's something new. They love being part of the process. So being part of the process makes them enjoy it so much more. So there's so many ways to go around it so that kids can enjoy eating vegetables. And, it's not some, like, torturous thing, like handing them, a veggie burger or handing them vegetable pizza. They like to be part of the process and being involved.
Yeah. I love that. And I really liked that statistic you gave of 15 times is really the amount of times that we need to try something before we can delineate, do we like it or not. So I think that's a great takeaway. And keep going, moms. It's so encouraging, which leads us to our next question. I deal a lot with my own gut health. If you follow me on social media, it's something I'm really passionate about because so many things stem from our gut health, right? And there's a million different products out there and there's a million different things they say to do. But I know I'm actually allergic to lemons. So whenever anyone mentions a cleanse, they mention a lemon cleanse and an apple cider vinegar shot. Well, guess what? I'm actually highly allergic to both of them. So that is why I am so emphatic. Get to a coach like Rebecca. You should not be listening to some general advice. All of us are different, and that's why we want to make sure to give you connections like Rebecca on ihelpmoms.com, because you want personalized, customized insight, especially when it comes to gut health. Oh my gosh. So let's open that door, Rebecca. Talk to me about healing our guts.
Well, thank you for that, because that's, like, my favorite thing to talk about. Because 15 years ago when I started my business, I had my own issues. I had such bad problems with digestion. I was diagnosed with autoimmune, multiple sclerosis, and a whole list of problems. It all stems from the gut. So I think that just by healing myself through the holistic journey with proper food and supplements and herbs, you know, I've become really like educated on it. And I think that is the problem out there is people go and they Google and they research or they ask 1,000,001 different people out there. There's so many products out there. There's so much information out there, but it's really important to understand what it is you're looking for, how to read a label, like whether you're in the grocery store or you're in the vitamin store, or you're at Whole Foods, you really need to know what you're looking for on the label because sometimes you could be doing more harm than good. You know, you really can be doing a lot more problems to yourself. So it's really important to know what you're looking for and understanding its bio-individuality. So what works for Michelle might not work for myself and vice versa. Like everybody has to have like a customized plan. And the biggest thing I deal with on a day-to-day basis is people with digestion issues, always constipation. Women think it's normal to not be going to the bathroom like, you know, every few days, but that's not normal. We should be pooping twice a day, you know, like, so we really like healing our gut. We're less anxious, we're less irritable, we're less depressed. Like, so once we get that under control and we really understand the proper program that works for each individual, then we'll have such a better relationship with our loved ones. We'll have such a better relationship with our coworkers as a mother, you know, but healing that gut is like the stem of everything. And you need to know how to do it properly because if you could sit there and Google and go like self-diagnose and buy products and do that, you could be causing a lot more harm than good. I know through spending so much money when I first got sick, going to so many different professionals, that it's very, very easy to fall into the wrong way of doing things. So I really like to work with my clients to make sure that it's customized for them. You know, we get the proper tools, the proper testing to really heal the gut and heal the mind and heal, you know, the relationship with food based on each individual person. But it's really, really important that we find your right path, and that is not like a one size fits all approach.
It is not one size fit all. And, you know, I just want to encourage you. This is why we created I Help Moms, you guys. I know how expensive it is. You hear Rebecca, our nutrition coach, talking about it can be super expensive and costly if you don't have a direct path to an expert. It's by the minute coaching help. That's why we created I Help Moms, so that every parent could have access to these incredible life-changing health tools. So I encourage you, make sure you check out Coach Rebecca on ihelpmoms.com. Start getting your gut healthy and watch your world change. Changed my life. It has changed my family's life. I want to circle back, Rebecca, and ask you now. Moms ask me all the time, how do we get our kids to eat healthy? If you can answer this, I think so many moms would just appreciate knowing we're not alone. And maybe what are your top 2 keys so that we can move from not McDonald's to veggie burgers, but have a journey of helping our kids incorporate some healthy foods?
So I think for myself, I think that I have a 5-year-old now and she loves eating healthy and she loves talking about like healthy eating. And I have so many nutrition clients that say like, I want your daughter around my child because she's so passionate about the way she's eating. Like she's so enthusiastic and she's so into it. But the reason why I have a daughter that is like such an amazing eater and she loves talking about it, she understands why. It's not just like, okay, Summer, like, you know, eat this kale salad. It's more like, well, what does each like food provide nutritionally to her? She understands why. And it's not just like mom's telling you to do so it's healthy, but like why? Like this will make you have more energy and this will make your skin, you know, glowing and your hair longer and you know your nails grow. Like she understands all the reasons why this will help you so that you know your belly might feel better by not eating this food and eating that food. So she understands the whole like background behind it. I think that's a lot of it, and she loves being part of the process. I think it's so important to make your kids be part of the process, help them, like have them buy a Montessori knives and cutting boards and have them chop some food and you know ask them what they love and then make substitutions. So say your child loves pizza, well guess what, there's some awesome cauliflower pizza crust out there, and your child can, what my daughter does is we personally are plant-based, so we put like plant-based cheese on it and vegetables on it, and she makes the pizza pie, and then she's so excited to see it come out and like serve it to the rest of the family because she's part of the process. You know, she gets to do it herself, and she tells me what she does want to have, and I make sure I create it so it's a healthier version, and that's really, really important. Like you don't want your child to feel like they have to eat this or they're deprived of something,
Yep.
but they're really like, there's a healthier way in doing so, and why are they eating this certain way?
Yeah. Oh, I love it, you guys. This is such great information. I know as a mom of 3, when you listen to Rebecca, you might be like, I don't have time to do that. Like, that's like insane amounts of planning. Well, guess what? You can follow Coach Rebecca on Instagram. She has great little tips. There's great little things that usually load up on Sundays. Like, this is when I stock my fridge. This is what I want to plan for the. A little bit of planning and organization can go a long ways.
Yeah.
And that leads me to my final question with you, Rebecca. What is your biggest piece of advice after helping so many families with their nutrition questions? What's your advice to decrease their stress around food and eating healthy and buying the right things, and if their kids are getting the right nutrients, and increasing their family joy?
Well, I think, parents get so stressed out because they feel like they need to make like 5, they're cooking for, maybe it is a family of 5 and they're cooking 5 different dinners, or, Johnny has baseball and James has soccer, and there's so many different things going on. And it really is about like making convenience for yourself. So I'm all about, if you have to like buy stuff that's frozen, or make a big batch and put it in the freezer, or make it simple. Like I make a big batch of quinoa on a Sunday, and then we'll have it different ways.
Yep.
Like we'll make it into, a quinoa Mexican salad, and then we'll throw it on top of a regular salad. We'll make it into burgers. My husband loves meat, which we don't, but he eats meat, so he'll throw it in with ground turkey. So it's really preparing yourself. Like I notice my clients that are the least stressed out and the most successful follow like what their week's going to look like. They put together a little plan, like, okay, Monday is going to be meatless Monday, and Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, and the snacks for this week are going to be hummus and healthy Simple Mills crackers. So like they plan out, they write it all down, they put it on the fridge, and this is so much less stressful because you have what your week looks like. You did all your food prep, you did all your food shopping, and you're not scrambling with all the activities going on with the kids and a busy day for those that work or don't work, wherever your work entails. You're not running and making 6 different dinners. Like this is what the options is, and this is what's going on the table. So you have to make it so it's enjoyable but feasible, and everyone sits down together. I think that's like really important. No matter how busy you are, you at least sit down for one meal a day together and have it planned out so that you're not working harder, for yourself as a mom.
Oh, I love it. And did you know that studies show that families that sit down for just one meal a day, somehow, some way, it decreases depression over the long run of children. So there is a huge reason to get organized, carve out that time, and just a little bit of extra planning can go a long ways for so many reasons of increasing the health of your household. So Rebecca, this has been amazing. I want to encourage everyone. You can feel when you get these little tips from coaches, it makes a huge difference in our happiness and in our stress. It just decreases it, and we can unload those bricks and truly enjoy motherhood. So reach out to Rebecca on ihelpmoms.com. It's a by the minute coaching. You guys, I did a coaching session today. It was 8 minutes. It was $10. No big sessions, no big packages. And you get the information you need and you're off and going. We're busy. So thank you for these tips, Rebecca. You are awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Michelle.
Appreciate you being a coach on
Thank
I Help
you.
Moms.
Bye.
Bye.